the story's so good, it's like, and memorable, it's just burned into your brain.
Dude, I was surprised that I teared up at that one moment tonight. I have not shed tears in years, other than when you give me like a flying elbow drop, but that's like tears of pain. But I have not shed like emotional tears in years, and I actually like teared up a couple drops there at that moment with their sister.
And like, the people who made this, one of their other games is It Takes Two. And I played that with you over 3 years ago, and I still largely remember the story and the development. Well, I mean like character development. Oh, there's a lot of game testers.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. I think, did we encounter a single, like, okay, obviously I'm not talking about a glitch in the game, because ha ha ha, but did we encounter a single bug or glitch that impacted our playthrough? I can't think of one immediately.
Maybe if we accidentally got stuck and we had to die. That's not really glitch, but like if we accidentally clip into something. I don't know. I'd have to look back in the footage to see, but I don't think we experienced any game-breaking bugs.
Yeah, so what made me think of it is mentioning all the testers. The testers are usually there to find and, you know, point out bugs so the developers can fix them before it gets launched. And it seems like they did a good job, because we certainly didn't hit many, if any.
Yeah, and they need double the testers because it's a co-op game.
Yeah. Maybe some spots in parkour where collision wasn't quite right, very minor and uncommon though. Yeah, I remember a couple times that we landed in weird spots, but it was just because like we had grappled and we went for the wrong spot, and then it was like, oh, okay, we'll just respawn, and then that fixed it. Let's see. At the time when they came out, they were considered the best things at EA brand. Mike, what do you think about the level design? The level designs were great. I mean, basically, on every set of levels, each of the two players, with some exception, there were some levels where it's just we each had a grappling hook. But for the most part, on every world or whatever, we each had a tool. And there would be a huge obstacle course that required both of us using our unique tools to get through it. Like, either, you know, I shapeshift into a monkey and he turns into a fairy. Or... I have a dragon that spits acid. He has a dragon that turns into Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, like on every set of levels, we each had a tool, and then there was an obstacle course that required using those tools. That one that we did tonight was pretty interesting, where I could like make solid light, and then you could summon freaking Cthulhu. Like, and I never would have imagined that combination of skills, but here we are.
And also, the level design. About that, I would like to add on to what you said, because, like, every level is unique, and even though half of them were the same, half was sci-fi, one was fantasy, you could tell them apart. Like, you could tell the dragon one apart from the shape-shifting apart, or the Cyber Ninja one and the, like, Toxin one with the giant squid and the red and blue guns. Anything else you'd like to add?
Let's see. Loondry in chat says the pig story was the best chapter. Which was the one where I had a fart power and you were a slinky.
Oh. There was also that one where we're in Candyland and we were teeth and we had to fight a robot dentist and skewered his throat with a drill.
Yeah, that dentist was a surprising chunk of horror at the end of that colorful Candyland. I feel like this game was missing the fun side minigames that It Takes Two had, plus from a sales perspective, not releasing on EA Play Pro was a bit bizarre. I don't even know what EA Play Pro is. The fun side minigames, I mean, there was a lot of, they called them side stories in this game. They were all optional. But we tried to do every one we could find. There was the surfing the sand sharks one, there was the robbing the train one, there was the
snowboarding,
the tooth one, the snowboarding,
the cat one,
pigs, the ghost cats. Do you mean the ghost cats or a different one? I think there was two things involving cats.
Well, there was the Ice King, that was a cat. You might be thinking of that. That's all off the top of my head, I think. The closest one to one of It Takes Two
The
minigames would be the.
kites.
Oh yeah, the kite.
The kite race.
Yeah, the closest one to the It Takes Two's minigames would be the kite race and the snowboarding race, since those were competitive. Uh, although the the only negative part I have to say is that at the beginning with the Cyber Ninja part, Mio was basically, I felt like I disliked Mio's character a bit because Zoe was like, "Oh, there's a lot of explosions," and she's like, "Yeah," and like Mio's a bit like,
Yeah, and I think that's
sensitive.
okay because I think at that point in the story, the writers were writing her to be like unapproachable and not very likable. Like
Yeah,
she was stressed out, she wanted money for medical bills, she was there to do this publishing deal, and then she basically got kidnapped and she was kind of surly. She didn't like this Zoe person, and now she's basically locked in with her, and she's just like, "Can you just stop talking to me?" You know? So
but
I
then
mean,
in the end, it's great.
yeah, because yeah, they tackled her trauma like partway through, and then she kind of developed a friendship with Zoe. So yeah, I mean at the beginning she was kind of like snide and snippy, and it was kind of like you're meeting someone and talking to them, and for them it's like one of their worst days, and they're already out of patience, and for you you're just like, why are you in a bad mood?
Also, the humor is amazing. Like for example, one part that I liked was with the dragons when Mia, the red dragon, was licking Mio's hair, and she's like, "Stop licking me." And then when she put the dragon in her bag, the dragon licked her, and she was like, "I said stop licking me."
Yeah. Zoe was so judgy with Sci-Fi. Well, they both were like that. Because Mio said that fantasy was the most pretentious genre at one point. And I remember when they finally finished the first sci-fi area and went into the first fantasy area, um, Mio made a complaint, and Zoe was like, "Oh, come on, did I complain while I was in your story?" And she's like, "Yes, the whole time." And she's like, "Yeah, okay." So yeah, they both complained about each other's stories during the first long bit.
I
Yeah.
also remember the Cyber Ninja one, Zoe, like near the end, she's like, "We sure make a lot of explosions." Oh, the Cyber Ninja one, the phone game. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was really funny. I wasn't sure if you had, just because of your age, I wasn't sure if you had picked up on all that because there was the captchas, there was so you got an incoming call that interrupted you, and then you had to like scan your face to unlock the phone. You had to swipe to unlock the phone, scan your face, do the captcha, interrupted by a call, do the captcha, then read the terms and conditions. And that one you struggled with because you didn't realize you had to open the terms and scroll to the bottom
I
for it to
didn't
do.
realize that was a link.
Yeah, and then I've seen another player get like one screen past that, and then they ran out of time. I don't think you can successfully solve the phone. Oh, and if you answer the incoming call, the guy's like, "Yeah, yo, you stole my bike!"
Yeah, that was the guy we stole the bike
Yeah.
from. Oh, credits ended.
I think we're
Hello,
back
Abigail.
to the main menu. Yeah, we're back to the main, and there's the Raider publishing. Very, very cool. Well, I had a blast playing this. Definitely enjoyed it. Let's see, we got looking. I think we got close to 15 hours of fun out of this, and I think when we did every side story we were able to find. If we missed any, we didn't find it. I'm pretty sure we got them all because the game was kind of loud about it when you went near one, and we tried to get them all.
And if you left one, there'd be like, "Oh, such a shame that we missed that side
Yeah,
story."
and then we were like, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Yeah. So this was a lot of fun, and it seems like we both really enjoyed it. And to the audience, I hope you guys liked it too. We will wrap it up there, and definitely, I mean, in my opinion, that this okay. So this and It Takes Two were not the first two games this publisher has made. They've played some others. They made was it Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons,
Yeah.
and they made another game that I never played, and then these two. But is for I don't know what to call this genre. This buy a copy, get a copy, and then you have to play it with two people, and the story is designed for two people. Like
I'd say it's like a co-op thriller.
the co-op thriller. But It Takes Two and Split Fiction are very much like in their own category. And am very eager to see what this company makes in the future, and I
I
would
guess
happily try whatever they make next.
you could call it a co-op split screen.
There you go. Yeah, and also for anyone who's curious in chat, when you play this, you can play online via Steam, which is what we're doing. Gabe's in another room of the house from me. Or you could play local and have both people on one computer. Like, for example, if I plugged a controller into my tower, he could play on controller at my computer, and I could play on keyboard at my computer, or something like that. So you can do that as well if you're interested for yourself. But yeah, this was great, a lot of fun, and we are going to wrap up the Split Fiction playthrough here. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.